Tattoos are big business. Lots of people get ink when they're younger, only to wish they could wipe the slate clean and not have a permanent reminder of a past decision. If you have tattoo regret, what options are available? Well, Dr. Jeffrey Gold, MD, is a board-certified surgeon with more than 30 years of experience in eye medicine and surgery with special expertise in laser technology. Hello, doctor. It's nice to have you here.
Thanks for having me back.
So I guess we should talk about tattoo regret. Why do people wish they could remove it?
Oh, there are lots of reasons, but it was found in a Harris poll that was done in 2008 that about 20% of people who have tattoos regret having them.
Really? Well, I could imagine if you have an ex-boyfriend or something on your arm. Who wants that?
I'm working with a woman right now who has her former boyfriend's name on her arm, but she's with a different guy now.
You got to get rid of that. So what are our options?
Well, starting out, there's dermabrasion, but you have to basically rub the skin off to get rid of the tattoo. There were used for a while salt scrubs, freezing, and surgery with or without skin grafting. But now, state-of-the-art for laser tattoo removal is the use of the laser.
Now, is it more painful, doctor, getting the tattoo or removing it? What do your patients say?
Everybody I've worked with has told me that it hurts more to get rid of it. But what we do is we have everybody take a couple of extra-strength Tylenols beforehand, and I use numbing cream.
Okay.
There's no point in inducing a whole lot of pain.
Right. And can any type of tattoo be removed? Are there specific colors we might need?
The darker the color, the better. The blues and the blacks come off much easier than the reds and browns, although those are treatable. But the fluorescent colors, the yellows, the greens, those are really difficult to get rid of.
Really? So you might be stuck with those.
You might be.
What about the size? Is it easier if you have a smaller tattoo?
Sure. The less size involved, the easier it is to remove. But the real issues that make it much more difficult are layering, so a tattoo on top of a tattoo on top of a tattoo, where people try and mask them if they have somebody's name and they try and cover it up. And scarring. Those make it much more difficult and much more painful. But the factors that allow me to predict the number of treatments, according to a scale that was put together by Dr. Kirby and Dr. Desai a few years ago, are the skin type of the person, the location of the tattoo, the size, the color, and then those other factors that I mentioned.
So does it matter if you have a darker skin tone? How does that play into?
Darker skin tones, the complication rate is higher in terms of either hyper or hypopigmentation after the laser is used to remove the tattoo, but it still can be done.
Got it. All right, run me through the process. Dr. Gold, I have a butterfly, which I don't anywhere, Dad, if you're watching. I need to get it removed. What do we do?
Well, you come and see me for a free consultation, and I'm going to evaluate the tattoo in terms of those factors, and then I'm going to measure it. And size determines the cost.
Got it.
So.
And we saw some examples on the screen of tattoos that have been removed and whatnot, or in the process of. How long does this take?
On average, it's 10 treatments. And the treatments have to be spaced apart by about 8 weeks. Because the way it works is the reason that the tattoo is still visible is that the particles of ink are larger than the body's scavenger cells can break down. So what the laser does is it breaks down the ink into smaller particles, and the smallest particles are eaten up first by the body's scavenger cells, and then we come back no sooner than about 8 weeks later, and we do a second treatment, and that breaks down some of the larger particles into yet smaller ones, and the process that way until the tattoo mostly disappears.
Got it. Now, just to reiterate, you said the darker colors are more easily removed. Right.
We use a Q-switch YAG laser, and the black and blue particles are removed with 1064 nanometer laser, and the browns, reds, and oranges are removed with a 532 nanometer laser. And the fluorescent colors we really don't have great treatment for.
All right, so you better think long and hard before you go along with this, right?
Absolutely.
Now, is there redness, or what does the patient see after they get a procedure?
There's going to be some white elevated area immediately, which will fade into a red or inflamed area, and even some crusting sometimes, which will only last a few days. And sometimes as the crusts come off, you can see particles of the ink that come off with the crusts. Not necessary to use antibiotic ointment afterwards, but we do use cortisone to help with the inflammation.
Very good. And doctor, you have a special for Connecticut viewers, Connecticut-style viewers.
We do. Anybody who mentions this show and goes to my website at laserbody.com and prints off the coupon, if they pay in full for the treatment, which is the cost based on the number of treatments that I estimate, they get 25% off.
Oh, that's great.
It's huge.
Very good. We'll log on to the website. Let's put some information up on the screen. To get in touch with Dr. Gold at Laser Body Solutions in Hamden, you can call 203-281-5737 or go to laserbody.com. Doctor, as always, thank you for being here.
Thank you.